I'll admit, two things can be very annoying with Fear of God. Inconsistent sizing details across all retailers that carry the actual brand, and then people running with whatever on the internet in relation to Fear of God, and then choosing to tag me all over social media. Side note, if Jerry has not officially spoken on it, it's not on his Instagram, it's not on Fear of God's Instagram, Essentials, Fear of God Athletics, then I'm not taking it as being part of whatever the next rollout is. Just quite personally, I'm not. The internet runs with everything, and since like 2020, he's had to put out numerous official statements to say, no, this is not in relation to me. No, I'm not associated with this. No, that's not what this is. And I mean, that sucks. And then also, like, for myself, listen, people, I am not the spokesperson for Fear of God. I am not paid by them. I am not associated with them. Because it's always interesting when people will comment, they'll tag me and they'll say, what do we think? Well, we do not have shared thought. I have my own individual thoughts. And if something looks to be like an early leak and it's not actually officially said that it's from him by him, then I'm just not going to run with that. I'm not personally. Just need to throw that out there. Okay, so my Fear of God California in Coral. It's technically my 4th shoe pickup for the year. The 5th being the Birkenstock, and then the 4th sneaker being the Air Max 1 Big Bubble that I secured on Sunday, officially Air Max Day. So if you guys remember, for this one, first off, my order was originally canceled on Fear of God's website. They said due to unforeseen circumstances, which I'm guessing they just maybe ran out of stock and they didn't have it. So I originally ordered a 37 then. This is not a 37. We'll get to that. But I had an off-cycle paycheck come in because, listen, creative campaigns are amazing, and they also serve as the perfect opportunity for me to treat myself, save a little more, maybe put some towards travel or any other to-do item I have on my list. And I really appreciate that aspect of having multiple streams of income via creating. So yeah, an off-cycle check is just a great time to return to any wish list you may have and start crossing items off, especially if they're on sale. That's exactly what happened on Essence. So the Fear of God California in Coral, which was a fall winter 2022 colorway, it was on sale for $135. The original retail price is $195, so a 30% discount, and that was, I think, the lowest anywhere now. However, in terms of the sizing, we know that I have two different sizes, right? I have the 37 and then I have a 36. The 36 takes a little bit of work to get your foot into. It takes some work, and I have that video here up on my channel for you guys to check out. A hack if you choose to go technically like 2 sizes down. The 37 is 1 size down because Fear of God just runs insanely big in terms of the Californias themselves, but a lot of other shoes, they run really narrow and don't always work for me, as I found out with that duck boot that I still have because I have not been able to sell that yet. So purchase the IT38, which is Italy 38, right? Here's where the inconsistency comes in. If you look on Fear of God's actual website, like on fearofgod.com, it says a Fog 37 is an IT, Italy, or EU 38. So I went off that when I was on Essence, and yeah, it's not what it was. So they delivered an actual 38. An actual 38, which, funny enough, that's like my true women's 7 to 7.5 in EU sizing, or men's 6. So you would think that would technically be the size I should get, but remember, they run rather big. So your true size, if you get them, at least for me personally in California's, it's gonna have room. Like, you will have room in the toe box right here. Is it so extensive and so egregious that I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have this, I'm gonna return this? No. Actually, this was the very last 38 that they had available, so no, I'm absolutely not returning them. Now, one thing about these running a little bit larger, especially for the 37 and now the 38, I'm a big fan of thicker socks. As you guys have seen me wear the Birkenstock socks, I now have 3 pairs of those. I intend to buy more, but then I also have the Jordan Legacy socks, and those are thicker. I would love to have the Fear of God Essential socks, but I think they're 1 size, and I don't think my little foot is going to fit in a 1 size fits all sock. I just don't. Plus, I also have the flat sock, so that serves as like extra help in terms of sizing and comfort when placed into just the base of the shoe itself, as you can see here, and it doesn't show whatsoever through here. I don't wear my Californias without socks because that would be a nightmare. Your feet will sweat a whole lot in this rubber, so don't do that. Go ahead and rock socks, no-show socks. I love the Vans super thick no-show socks. Those are socks that Jerry wears a whole lot. But I picked those up at Vans. You can find them literally at your local Vans store. They're black and gray. Again, very, very thick, great no-show option. So outside of the California, I picked up the long coat. It is rather long, rather big, so big to the point I actually had to return the extra small. So for the long coat, I picked up the smoke colorway, so part of the brand new colorways to drop again fall winter 2022. You can see it in the lookbook. This was another look that stuck out to me in my mind for some time. Now what I'll show you here isn't a one-to-one in terms of the actual fit from the lookbook. He's actually wearing more of the yellow tone from that specific drop, and I'm not wearing that. I myself have on the wheat relaxed pants and then the California, but I chose to do it in coral since I actually just got it in, and then the coral knit cable knit sweater. That's in an extra small because it's rather big. Like everything is big if it's relaxed or knit or the long coat item. Now one thing I love about it, it has no branding on it whatsoever. You guys are able to see that here in the video. It has no branding on it whatsoever. So that is a really nice touch to it if you want something that's far more subtle. It won't clash with anything else that you may wear. On the kids version, it has Fear of God essentials on the back in the rubber print or design or textile, whatever you would like to say, but on the adult sizing it doesn't. So I went down to an extra small. It's a much better fit. Be mindful, I am 5'6", so if you're shorter than myself, I don't know if you want this unless you intend to have it tailored, because it will come far down your leg, longer than the regular wool coats I have, longer than the car coat I have. I think it comes down maybe 40.5 inches from top of your shoulder to the bottom hem. So that is rather long, but it's great for layering. It has a really nice lining and weight to it, which I didn't necessarily know what to expect there, but it checks the boxes for what I wanted in a lighter layering piece. I love the smoke color. I love, again, the way the sleeves are. They aren't so oversized that once you just cuff it and roll the sleeves up, it'll actually stay. So that's an element I'm excited to play around with. Shorter, just wearing it with short sleeves or even a crew neck and being able to roll that up. So just a few quick looks here. I intend to do a longer video just in terms of, well, not necessarily longer, but another video styling the Coral California itself with a few different palettes that I've seen and been inspired by on Pinterest. So just stay tuned for that. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to this video to get an idea of sizing for the long coat. Just definitely go down 2 sizes from whatever you normally get in Fear of God if you intend to buy this coat. And then you can search around certainly for deals. Essence, I mean, Mr. Porter may drop some deals, feature, who knows, but there are deals to be had if you're patient for older items for Fear of God. And we'll all patiently await for the official drop that we'll see later on in April at his first official show. All the details are on Instagram and with actual articles that he's done interviews for. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.